This would be a good time to ingest some extra caffeine. Late night adventures on the gridiron, and we all know anything can happen when you kick off after dark. Welcome to the home of the Penn State Nittany Lions, Beaver Stadium in State College, Pennsylvania. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Illinois Fighting Illini, taking on one of the participants from last year's playoff, the Penn State Nittany Lions. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. The Nittany Lions will get us underway with the opening kickoff. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So the Illinois Fighting Illini offense will have the ball first. This wide receiver matchup is one that we've been waiting to see. You have two guys on either side, Jesse, who are really going to make the secondaries nervous.
Oh, they should, because these guys can take the top off of defense. You've got two very dynamic individuals playing on each offense, and if I'm playing quarterback in this game for either team, I am going to take my shots and give my guy an opportunity, because both of these guys, David, have proven they can make circus-level catches.
I mean, when they're not open, they're open. I mean, they can make the dynamic catches, the contested catches. They have the speed. They are two of the best playmakers in all of the country. So whenever an offense has the football today, you're going to like the show.
Quick strike complete. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Here comes the noise from this big crowd in Happy Valley on third down. Looking to pass, it's Boyd. Fires one high and deep. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down. Illinois runs the punt unit onto the field. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. Fields the punt. Wants to make a play. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. So Penn State's offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. Guys, if you listen closely, I think you can hear the jawing going already between this cornerback and wide receiver. What a matchup, Jesse, it's going to be between those two.
You know, so many people have already been talking about this individual one-on-one matchup, David, and it's going to be happening out on an island all game long. The receiver's got speed, he's got game-breaking ability, catching the football, can climb the ladder. He's going up against one of the best shutdown corners in the game. I cannot wait to watch this.
Yeah, and he's got the speed to stay with him and the instincts, and he's been so great out wide in every game. This is a huge test. This is a Sunday test. Two NFL guys going at it to see who's going to take home the prize.
And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this first quarter. Defense has dominated the early part of this game, and the stats point that out emphatically. Well, based on that, we can hope to see a little more offensive explosion here in the second quarter as we get ready to get things started. Keeps it on the bootleg. Snagged in the middle. It's Jacobs. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. Off-play action on first down. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front seven on defense, it's going to be tough.
The Nittany Lions trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Second down, they'll go to the air. That's caught. It's Jackson. And they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line. The Nittany Lions have it with a 1st and 10. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Firing to the right, complete. The margin for error so small in a conference like this, and in Big Ten play, really imperative to get off to a good start.
Really focus on all offseason getting off to such a great start, right? Start fast. Win our conference. Well, this is step one. And so I think you're so tired of hitting your own color jerseys, by the way. You're excited when you get in conference plays. You start to get some of that familiarity, some of that also that hatred that you have for these other teams. So the Big Ten is a fun conference.
Yeah, and you know both of these teams, their players have had this game circled all offseason because this is the first one. This is the first step towards winning a Big Ten championship. Both teams feel like they've got the playmakers to compete in conference this year, but it all starts today.
They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. They'll give it to the back. Breaks into the open. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for 2nd down. Back to throw, it's Boyd. Looking toward the sideline, and a nice job to keep his feet in bounds. Illinois now staring at a 3rd and short. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Offside, defense.
That's just a mental error. On defense, you got to watch the ball. I understand the quarterback shouting and he's clapping and there's all this crowd noise, but you just got to hone in, watch the football before you come out of your stance.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. The decibel meter's about to explode. One of the great environments, wide-out level noise. A strike downfield. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a 1st down. Clock stops momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line. Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires to the middle. Makes a connection. He stopped at the 32. It'll be a 1st down in the waning seconds of the half. Wants to throw on 1st down. Pocket breaking down. Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41. The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half. Trying to make magic with his feet. Short gain on the play before he slides. Got to get to the line quickly for this 3rd down play. Got to get everyone set. They spike it to stop the clock. And if the kicker can put one through, this will be a successful drive. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. And he missed it. No good. And the score will stay right where it is after that miss. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Looking downfield on 1st down. The sure hands, it's Reynolds. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. 2nd and short, maybe looking for a shot. Catch in the middle, it's Reynolds. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. And in the final seconds of the 1st half, they'll send out the field goal unit. And he missed it. No good. Kicker couldn't quite get it through, and the scoreboard remains the same. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, after seeing that, sign me up for another 2 quarters there in Happy Valley. And that defense has to feel like it just played about as close to a perfect first half as it can play. And who am I to argue? I mean, check out that scoreboard. Bone-crushing hits and an airtight secondary. Feels like they have 12, 13 dudes out there against that offense, which needs a real pick-me-up and fast. With that said, let's send it back to the guys in State College, PA.
Illinois has it teed up, ready to start the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. Not a lot of offense, in fact, no offense in terms of scoring there in the first half.
You got to give the defense credit on both sides. They've been physical. They've been making plays. So now, which of these offenses can break the tie? It's not going to be easy, but for this offense now taking the ball here first in the second half, they've got to get something going.
Finally giving the defense some credit. How did that feel coming out of your mouth? Did it hurt? Like, did you not like to say that? It sounded painful.
I just threw up in my mouth.
And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. To the air on first down. Grabbed over the middle, it's Reynolds. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one. Off the play fake on first down to throw. He's got an open man. Flying down the left side. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half.
I don't know, guys. The way this game's going, the defensive tug-of-war this has been, that might be enough right there. Points have been difficult to come by, but the offense found a way to get it done. Really nice job of execution there on that drive.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Hey, fellas, here's a quick update on a top 15 clash today. Arkansas needs to pick up the pace, but this puppy is far from over. And with this crowd there in Fayetteville behind them, I'm kind of banking on a comeback. They're trailing by just 4 to Mississippi State. We'll keep an eye on things until the final horn in a game that could shake things up a bit in the SEC.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Now the play fake. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. And the defense jumps on it. They get that turnover.
And that is exactly how you draw it up. You get to the quarterback, but you get the football out. You hit him, you try to rake it out. Great job by the defense. Getting the sack, getting the fumble.
And the Nittany Lions line it up with a 1st and goal. He wants to throw it. Floats it out in space. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. Now on 2nd and goal. Wants to go up top. Under fire. And the quarterback caught up 2 and sacked at the 12.
Brings up 3rd and goal.
We've reached a break, and Penn State is on top. And we've reached the end of the 3rd, and time is running out if they're going to cut into this deficit. Let's take a look at our game stats before we move on. 1 quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth quarter finish. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Flips it out on the screen. No, sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. And now the lead is even bigger.
That's a big drive for this offense in the 4th quarter. Now to take a 2-possession lead, you got the other offense where you want them. Now you get to rush the passer, make them pass a little bit more, and don't give up those big plays. You're in a really good spot now.
And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. Back to throw, it's Boyd. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. Man, did he pay for it with that hit as he got rid of the ball. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Illinois lining up quickly. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. He's got it at the 20. And that tackle almost certainly saved a touchdown after he ripped off a huge gain. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. He's got it on the run. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Touchdown, Illinois! Quick strike through the air for the score. I don't know exactly what the defensive coverage was, but it certainly wasn't part of the plan to leave him that wide open.
Well, I don't think they know what their defensive coverage was either. How do you leave that big guy open down here in the red zone? You know the quarterback loves the big tight ends in this area. Really poor job by the defense.
On to attempt the try. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. They haven't really been able to light up this scoreboard, but putting points up. Turning it on! Well, we got loose. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Quarterback on the keeper. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. They're in control. The clock is their friend. You'd have to expect another run here on 2nd and 6. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. How aggressive might this play call be on 3rd and short from the 46? Wide receiver comes in motion. Safe little shovel pass. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. They kick it away on 4th down. Dropping back, it's Boyd. Looking down the middle. Pulls it in, it's Dixon. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. Looking to throw on 1st down. Can't hang on, and he'll tell you he really should have made that catch, and he had an opportunity right in the middle. It'll be second down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Rush is on him. He'll try to do it himself.
Really good job by this defense. Way to be dialed in and understand. It's a pass, and they're trying to throw the football down the field, and that clock is ticking, but understanding what you're playing against. A guy...
He's going to throw deep right side. Picked off to stop the threat. Got room on the return. And they capitalized not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
When you're down late in the game, you got to make plays. It's really tough not to force the football. You can tell quarterback forces the football. Defense comes up with a huge interception.
Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. Quarterback's just going to take a knee. Winning can become a habit. Now they've won back-to-back games and probably building a little confidence from that.
And you want it to be a habit. That's what you talk about as a coach week after week. Let's build. Let's create momentum and continue to build on it. And then you look up at the end of the season, you never know where you could be, what dreams you could bring to reality.
At the end of the day, I think good teams find ways to win games. And over these last two games, it hasn't always been easy. They've had to overcome some adversity, but at the end of the day, they were able to step up, make the plays necessary, and do that. Very, very impressive.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us.